Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at yet again another all-level 50 team featuring two Shadows. We got Machamp in the front. We're going to be swapping out the lead here and there with the Shadow Snorlax. Shadow Snorlax is going to be equipped as my best buddy at level 51. And as you can see, the IVs on the side here, as well as the moves. So this team was really nice. Seeing that I kept encountering Melmetals in the lead, I went ahead and put the Machamp. Now, I've talked about kind of like little tips and tricks that you can do. Well, I haven't really, just kind of dropped little tips randomly in videos on how to kind of manipulate what can potentially be in the front. So we had a little bit of fun with that. So Machamp did well. We're going to be actually, for like the first couple of battles, actually had Dynamic Punch instead of Cross Chop, and it really messed me over. I really quickly switched that up. So something else we're going to be encountering here, and I want you to be the judge. There's a very small percentage that this could be legit, but I'm going to have to say that the percentage of this, what I'm about to tell you, being a legit situation is going to be probably a 0.01% chance. Maybe a slight bit higher, but level 50 Mew, what do you think? Is that legit? Can you get a level 50 Mew here? You either have to be somebody who's got, the most money to throw at this game and constantly doing raids for, do believe around 29,600 rare candies. Yeah, okay, give me a break. So we'll be encountering that, and you'll be able to feast your eyes on it yourself. And it is going to be best buddy and a shiny at that. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on for these battles here. We're going to be met with a Mamoswine. This is just a fantastic lead. They're swapping into Landorus. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Snorlax here. Now, we're going to have to look out for superpower. So we're going to go ahead and shield up the first one here. And to my surprise, this next one does a lot more damage than I suspected it would. Wow, that's quite a bit. And we're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam, seeing that they're a flying type. We're doing a ton to them because they did get off that superpower, lowering their defense, and we're actually able to farm them down with the Snorlax's Lick. That is just beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can bait here and get a shield. Beautiful. I screw up, and I could have went for a Body Slam, but I was not able to reach this superpower on time, so unfortunately going down with energy, but that doesn't make any difference. They have a Mewtwo in the back. Now, how are we going to play this one out? The Snorlax is gone. We have a Machamp in the back. We have one shield, so Machamp's not going to be able to do really much up against Mewtwo, or is it? It does have Rock Slide. We don't have Payback, but Rock Slide, it doesn't really matter, doing a lot of damage to it anyways. So here's the game plan. We're going to go ahead and let the Metagross go down here, bring in the Machamp, get to the Rock Slide, remembering that we did have energy on it. This should be, we may need like one more counter, I do believe. And we're able to take it out, and we still have our shield for the Mamoswine, and our cross chop is just going to be doing too much to it, as well as the counters, and we take the win as they do back out. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent. Don't worry, you'll see it loud and clear when we run into that Mew. I'll let you know. The trainer's going to have a Mew shirt on, so yeah, you can't miss it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go for the cross chop. I was running into a lot of the Garchomp leads. It's a good lead, but putting the Metagross in the back, there you go. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Snorlax to absorb whatever they're going to throw at us. That's fine, and they're bringing in their Togekiss here. This is actually a very good situation because they threw their energy on their Garchomp, so their energy depleted. We can bring in the Metagross after this to farm down or finish them off, but I mean, look what this... We already beat them. Like, I almost wanted to go in here with just the Machamp to farm it down. But yeah, let's just go in here with the Metagross. They're not able to get off a charge move, 1-to-1 or 2-to-2 shields, and they have a Melmetal. So I decided to go ahead and swap here. Start forcing shields or do a lot of damage at least before we do go down. They're going to be swapping back into that Garchomp, and they're able to Dragon Tail us down. Bringing in the Metagross, which is our final Pokemon. And we're going to go ahead and shield up the Sand Tomb. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Unfortunately, we are wasting a shield there, but it's better safe than sorry. And we're going to go instantly for the Earthquake. I do believe they think we're going to bait them here. And yep, and we're going to be able to take the win. So yeah, that happens. I mean, that happens to me all the time too. You think somebody's going to go for the bait move first because they need to get that shield, but you just go for the hard-hitting move. Another Garchomp here. Okay, this is... it's not a comfortable match for Machamp. It's not the best situation, especially if it does have Dragon Tail. So what we're going to do is, to think we pretty much did this every time, is swap into the Snorlax to just absorb whatever the Garchomp wanted to throw at us here and preserve the Machamp, because what I'm thinking is a lot of people that are running Garchomp are probably going to be having a Steel type in the back to protect them from Charm or Fairy types, or, it's basically Charm, right? So we need to save that Machamp for the Steel type. Hopefully a Melmetal, more than likely that is what they're running. But we'll have to see. Bringing in the Metagross here. And we are going to let this go through, and it is a Sand Tomb. Good thing we didn't waste the shield there, but our defense has been dropped. They're bringing in a Landorus. They're in, so we're going to go ahead and throw the Meteor Mash, which is going to be doing a lot of damage. They're using their final shield, and we still have 2 left. Now I'm calculating how I can win this, and I have to think of what they have in the back, potentially. So we got to be very careful. Shielding up that superpower, and I think we double shield this thing here. Yeah, and then they're swapping. It's a Mewtwo. So, oh, this is going to get a little tricky here. A little sticky. So, oh, yeah, we win. I think. I'm pretty sure, right? So, we're absorbing that. Can we farm it down? Please tell me. Yes. Oh, my gosh. What a beautiful catch. Bringing in the Landorus back into the battle. And since we did sacrifice the Machamp, oh, boy. Oh, getting a little sweaty. There we go. I remember that I didn't take it out quite there, and I was thinking, oh, come on, let me just finish this off. So we're met with a Dialga. Finally, something real nice for us here. So we're just digging in. They don't want to go anywhere because, I mean, maybe they think, you know, swap and they're stuck. So maybe the whole team's weak to Machamp. I think it may... Oh, no, I got the Mewtwo. All right, so we're just going to stay right where we're at and throw the Rock Slide here. We may swap. No, I think we just want to keep going. Putting on a lot of pressure here. We want to get shield. This Mewtwo is going to farm us all the way down with Psycho Cut. It's going to be loaded up on energy. Now, I don't want to take the risk of it having potentially Focus Blast, so I do shield this up here. It's okay because shielding up one Side Strike is not a big deal anyways. It would have done a lot of damage to us as a Snorlax. Having a Shadow Ball, I'm assuming on the other move for that Mewtwo. That's why they're not going for it. And at this point, I'm thinking, well, should we let this go? I think we might shield it up here. Let's go ahead and do that. And they have, what was that? A Melmetal. I do believe it was a Melmetal. And we're going to go ahead and go Superpower, swap into our Metagross instantly. There's nothing they can do at this point. It's going to take about 5 Superpowers, I do believe, to actually KO me. So they're going for a Rock Slide. Maybe they're, I don't know what's up with that, but we're going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake. And we take the win. All right, let's keep it moving, folks. Let's see what we have next. And we are still leading with the Machamp. We'll be going in Snorlax here in a bit, I do believe. And we're met with another Garchomp. Okay, so here we go. It is going to have Mud Shot. I do feel a lot more comfortable with that move on it. Yeah, it's going to be able to charge faster, but it's not doing as much damage with the quick move. Not even close, right? So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Snorlax to absorb whatever they're going to throw at us. It's going to be a Sand Tomb there. And after that, I expect they're either going to go... It's more than likely going to be an Outrage. If you have all ground moves, you know, so be it. You do what you got to do, but I highly doubt that. So we're going to go ahead and shield it up, and it is an Outrage. So good thing we did do that. Now we're down to shield, and they're bringing in a Kyogre. Now, I don't technically need to win this matchup, but it would be, you know, quite nice. Don't think we're going to because we're already so down on our health. Actually not going to happen. So what we're going to do is swap into our Machamp here, and we're going to let this go through. It's going to do a ton of damage, unfortunately. We're at least able to get to the cross chop. Thank goodness. That would have been bad. So we're getting their final shield. Now, you know, Metagross is not going to really want to go up against Kyogre, but with shields down, at least you're going to be able to, you know, get through. And Meteor Mash is resisted, but it still does a lot. But it looks like we're just going to go in here with the Snorlax anyways. And, oh my gosh, they caught a Body Slam with their Melmetal. Clutch, very clean. Well done. But it's still looking pretty good for us here. So we're just going to bring in the Metagross. And we're going to farm extra here. We're going to let him go ahead and do the superpower. That's fine. And go ahead and hit me again. Did I say 5? I didn't mean 5. I meant to say like 4. All right, so that's 2. And then 1 more. Yeah, so yeah, maybe like 3.5. I know you can't get a half. I'm counting quick moves, all right? So in comes the Kyogre. We're going to go ahead and go for the Meteor Mash here. And this will KO. There we go. Looking good. Alrighty, keep it moving here. No Mew trainer yet. You will know it when you see it. Like I said, horrible lead with a Machamp. So we're going to go ahead and swap into... That was actually horrible of me. I was rearranging my Pokemon, and I did not want to go into my hard counter. So, yeah, oopsies. Don't go into your straight hard counters, folks. I was trying to go into Snorlax. It also beats Togekiss. But now we're up against a Garchomp, and we're shielding Sand Tombs. Man, alright, this is just a good time. Probably an Earth Power now. Oh, nope, another Sand Tomb. Okay. Yeah, it is a Mud Shot, so probably Outrage on there. So they're just lowering the defense as much as possible, but we are loaded up on energy here. Gonna go ahead and go for the Earthquake. I was thinking at this point, you know what? Should have just went for 2 Meteor Mashes, unfortunately, but at least we're able to get a shield. We still have Machamp and our Snorlax here. And this is a pretty good team combination together. So we're looking at least all right. We're going to let that go through because, well, we don't want to use our last shield yet. And there's quite a bit that the Snorlax can handle. Unless it's straight up Machamp in the back, then I'm pretty sure we will be okay here. So it's going to have to put in a lot of work. And here you go. You want to see the power, the true power of a Shadow Snorlax? Well, folks, take a look. Here you go. This is what this beast can do. -5 in attack for the IV. So it's sitting at 10. 15, 15. Probably want to go with the highest attack if you're ever going to XL anything up to 50. I just did it because, well, you know what it is. I just love this thing. It's Marcellus Wallace over here. So we're going to go ahead and go for another body slam. It's putting in work. Just absolutely dominating, and we take the win with it. I couldn't believe it. I swear we were going to take a loss. It was going to be close, but it still was going to be a good one, but we were actually able to pull it off. Something new here. Haxorus. Well, it's not necessarily new, but we haven't seen it frequently recently. So we're going to go ahead and go for the cross chop up against Haxorus. It's going to be doing a lot of work up against the Snorlax as well as the Metagross here. So we're kind of just going to hold our ground and then swap it to try to catch another Dragon Claw here. I was really hoping it was going to be a Dragon Claw, and it was a nice catch, I must say. And they're going into their Excadrill, and now my day is ruined. Except, or is it? Watch this. Surviving. I couldn't believe this. I guess I tapped on it right before they hit it, so thank goodness I did. Otherwise, I would have just went down with all that energy. So yeah, that was good. That was a big play right there. Bring it in, Machamp. Thinking I could farm down. Unfortunately not. We're going to have to use our shield and go shieldless now. And we're going to have to stay on our toes for whatever they do bring in. I figured if they come back in here with Haxorus, they've got a Melmetal in the back or some steel or something like that. More than likely Melmetal, right? We're getting a shield. We built up to 2. Now let's see what you have back there. What are you hiding that you don't want a Melmetal? Exactly. So we're going to go ahead and build up to that cross chop, swap into the Snorlax. We're going to take a lot of damage from the superpower, but we're bringing it very low here. Unfortunately, I'm not able to swap out, but fortunate part for me, though, is that they're using up their energy here, so there's no way they can beat us anymore. But something weird happened. Take a look at this. Tell me, guys and gals, everybody, why does this lag happen when I'm about to win? Is it weird? I mean, it happens when I'm gonna lose, maybe like never. But when I'm winning, it just seems like starts lagging. Some sort of weird situations going on here. Thought they had probably 2 superpowers at that point, so very odd. Anyways, into the next battle, we have a nice Shadow Machamp mirror match going on here. Let's see if this is... No, yeah, they're going to be doing more damage. I don't know. I think they have higher attack. This one is not 15 in attack, I don't believe, mine. And maybe they snuck in a counter. I'm pretty sure they just have more attack here. But honestly, it looks like they may have snuck in a counter. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and go for it. We're getting 2 shields out of this Machamp. Oh boy. So we're going to go ahead and just bring in Metagross to just absorb whatever they do throw at us here. And it's a Rock Slide, maybe expecting a Flyer. So awesome. That works out with me. They're going to be bringing in their Melmetal, and we're just going to go straight for Earthquake. But watch what this trainer does. Well, you're watching, right? Isn't it funny? Everybody's watching, and somebody's like, watch this. It's like, we're all watching already. What are you talking about? You know? They catch that Earthquake. That was very nice. That, you know, yeah. That was a lot of energy down the drain there. Well done. So we're going to swap into our Snorlax, and to shield this battle, getting a little intense here. I feel like they went for the Dragon Claw because they thought they would just get outpaced. I don't know if they could have made it to a Hurricane, but we're going to be able to take them out with a decent amount of health left as well. Bringing in that Melmetal, they're going to be forced to throw their energy here. I don't know if the Metagross is going to be able to make it. It has plenty of health. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. We're fine. Not happening. They can't superpower us out. We're going to... All right, well, it's going to be like we have 1 HP left, actually. So I can't act like this is going to be a win by far, right? So take a look. It's literally 1 HP. And then they Thunder Shock us. Now we're at like maybe 2 HP or 1. So yeah, taking the win. Barely there. Very nice. Trying to make a comeback from that Earthquake catch. That was their win con. And we just barely pulled it off though. So anyway, into the next match. We're met with a Glaceon. What? That's nice and spicy. Swapping into a Dragonite. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Metagross here. And you already know what it is. It is not a completely uphill easy battle. I mean, you know, actually kind of is, but Hurricane, Draco Meteor is still going to hurt, right? And we're going to let these go through, just Dragon Clawing away over here, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and throw in the Meteor Mash now to go ahead and take out that Dragonite, and in comes, whoa, yes, right, bringing back Glaceon. What you got? Thinking they have like a Togekiss back there? It's a, oh, Swampert, that's right, this battle here. So, they are putting all their chips on their Shadow Swampert, and that thing is a beast. Let's see the CP, yeah, that thing is a beast. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through. We just bring in the Snorlax to kind of just absorb whatever they're throwing at us. I think we shield up. No. We're going to let it all go through. Get off this Body Slam and then just bring in Machamp and put in the work. I think we may shield this one up because the Mud Shots, they can't farm us down. They're going to be forced to throw. Otherwise, this Snorlax will win. So we're just kind of setting it up for the Machamp to come in here and easy take a win here. As you can see, they can't farm us. We're making sure they're not farming extra, so they have double the Hydro Cannons, and we'll just bring in the Machamp, go for the Cross Chop, take the win, looking good. All right, you know what it is. Do you want to run Machamp with Payback? You will take people by surprise, definitely. What? Oh, there you go. Here you go. Here it is. You ready? Freaking level 50 Mew. All right, so we're met with a Garchomp. All righty, level 50, 100% IV, nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, everybody's got it. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Snorlax here, like we've been doing every single time going up against the Garchomp. They're going for Earth Power, big damage, swapping into their Mew. Feast your eyes on it, folks. How would you do this? The only way is if you're rich, right? Even then, you gotta be kidding me, right? So, I don't know. Of course, you know, I posted it on Twitter. And I said something, and then, you know, there's pushback. It's like, people would agree, but at the same time, there's always the people that are going to contradict me and just go against what I'm saying. Even if it was like, I don't know, it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter what it is any time anymore. People are just going to say, it's legit. It's legit. When I post it, it's like, okay, that's interesting. So people who are just kind of mocking it, they kind of just, you know, brush them aside, and so they can't post on the thing anymore. It's just like, come on, I don't got time for that. If you're gonna try to normalize it, it's people are defitting. Okay, let's just get to the point. All right, let's just be real with each other. Just because it's coming out of my mouth, and if it was said by somebody else, that people would agree, right? Yeah, level 50 Mew. There you go. There you go, folks. It's around. So we have a great lead. All right, this is something really nice here. I'd say Mammoth Swine was equally good. Probably this is a little bit better. Mammoth Swine's glassier for sure. But watch what happens here. I thought this was just... So they swap into Giratina, I swap into Snorlax, and they said, I'm not wasting my time here. We take the win. Good game. All right, moving on to the next battle here. Oh boy, another Melmetal. Let's get it. And watch what happens again. Another Giratina. But this time we get to watch the whole play out here. Unless they have Dragon Pulse, they're in a real bad situation. So, let's talk about what you want to do with your Snorlax when you're up against a Giratina like this, and they don't have Dragon Pulse. Do you want to throw Body Slams, or do you want to lick all the way down? You gotta watch that clock, okay? So remember that, because the clock can run up eventually. You kind of want to come out of here with 100 energy. You know, once you reach 100 energy, go ahead and throw a Body Slam, which is going to be about as much as, like, I don't know, like 7 licks or something like that. So anyways, they swap back in here with their Melmetal. We're going to go ahead and go for the Superpower. We're getting it through. We're going to go ahead and swap back into Machamp. We're going to let this go through since the Melmetal has already been taken out, basically, and we can survive this. We're able to actually farm it down, which is really big. Awesome. Going for the Rock Slide, I was expecting that Giratina to come back in, so we wanted to make sure we did enough damage to take him out, and they have a Gyarados in the back, and we're getting to another Rock Slide Machamp, just putting in the work like a boss over here. This thing's amazing. And we're getting their first shield. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Gyarados. Now, why am I doing this? I just want to wear them down. I want them to use up their energy. I want to get the shield out of them, and simple as that. Then we'll bring in the Snorlax to handle business. Sure, I could have went in here with Snorlax first, but I'm just being extra cautious, and we're just going to go ahead and do this. I do believe we don't even use a shield for this battle. I wasn't trying to flex. It's just we had a good lead. We had a good swap, and that's what happens. Okay? That's what happens. People say, you can come back if you're good. Would they tell me? You can come back if you're good. Stop complaining about the lead. Okay, well, there you go. How you come back. Anyways, into the next battle, and good game to my opponent. That's nothing to do about my opponent, talking about it like that. And we're met with a Kyogre here, and I'll take it or leave it. I'll take it or leave it. This lead, it's not the best, it's not the worst. Kyogre's Waterfall is just disgusting damage, but the Machamp is really putting on the pressure. They're letting the first one go through. We're shielding up. They're swapping into our Garchomp. We're going to go ahead and throw this, and I do believe go into our... Oof, if we go into our Snorlax, then, you know, Metagross has got to worry about the Kyogre, but the Kyogre is kind of low. We still do have the Machamp, right? So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Snorlax here. We are down a shield, and the Garchomp is in the low yellow. And now it's in the red. Can we lick it down? Oh my gosh, that was so close. Expecting a, I don't know, Earth Power, or a harder hitting move, but they go for the Sand Tomb. Okay, so super low defense, bringing in the Kyogre. I do believe this will KO if they let it go through, and we need to swap as soon as, all right, we need to swap into our Metagross. So here we go. We're going to farm down. We're going to let this one go through in case there's something back there that's even more threatening, and it is. Earthquake, right? So we're going to go straight for the Earthquake. Maybe they think we're going to bait. We get it through GG's. All right. So we're going to go ahead and farm down Kyogre. And we still have all 3 Pokemon looking good. Alrighty. Again, going to say this loud and clear. They let it go through because they were calling a bait, right? Anyways, into the next one, we're met with a Swampert here. And this is a... I wouldn't say this is the best matchup. You know, Swampert is going to hit us hard. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Snorlax here. And they bring in a Dragonite, which I don't mind at all. The Swampert has energy, which we need to keep in mind, and we have a Metagross, so this could be troublesome, problematic. So we'll think about what we need to do here. As far as this, I kind of want to win this matchup. They've already used a shield here, so we haven't. We're going to use one. At this point, we will farm down after this. I mean, obviously, there's nothing else we can do. We can't not farm down. So we will use our first shield here so we can come out on top with the switch and energy. Let's see, I think we can get... Oh, Swampert's going to throw their energy, which is fine. We'll come back in here with Machamp, put in work. If they want to swap into a counter, we'll go right into the Metagross, and we'll be perfectly fine and figure out that situation from there. And going with Machamp, I think we may use our shield here. Oh, we're letting it go through. Brave. Brave and Stunning. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Cross Chop. All right, so the reason why we let it go through is because Metagross is such a beast. It could even take super effective damage, right, from quick moves. And I'm just thinking I just want to save that shield for it. Going up against another Metagross here, I'm thinking we're just going to go for Earthquake. I'm not even going to play around. We have to call this or we lose. They can play around us. So we call Meteor Mash, and that was it. That was our win con. We probably could have lost pretty badly if we did not call that, if we used a shield for that Meteor Mash. So I'm feeling pretty happy about myself for calling that and able to get off the Earthquake. And then just swap instantly into our Machamp, and then they back out. We take the win. All right, into our next battle here, folks. What are we going to see? Oh, right, another Melmetal. Let's go. Swapping into their Kyogre, and we're going to go ahead and bring in that Snorlax. Good old trusty Snorlax. And put in that Lick Work here. Shielding up the first one, because we just want to hold on to this health. Since I did shield up the first one, I'm expecting them to maybe shield up this one, and they let it go through, which is good. They'll probably shield this one up, though. I'm expecting them to. Yeah, exactly. All right, so who's going to win this matchup? Are we going to double shield? I don't think so. We're going to let this go through because that's a lot. That's a lot of just things I need to worry about if I'm shieldless here. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Metagross to farm down. We did have a Body Slam. Unfortunately, we're not able to get it off. Bringing in their Melmetal, and again, we're not going to bait. We're just going to go straight for the hard-hitting move here. I mean, I'm just getting all this horrible luck just trying to go for baits and people letting them go through. So just going straight for the Earthquake, getting it through. They go for a Thunderbolt here, folks. What's going on? Hey, I mean, it did a lot of damage. They got a Garchomp back there. A lot of energy built up on this Machamp. Going to go ahead and go for the Cross Chop. Things are getting a little crazy here, but I don't think we're going to be able to pull this one off. But we'll see. And we're finally getting that last shield there. And they are farming us all the way down. So, yeah, it's over. See, yep, it's our turn to call it. We didn't call it, so that's the way it goes. All right, it's a coin flip. All right, good game. Into the next battle here, we're going to be met with a Garchomp again. And, well, you know, going to probably swap into Snorlax anytime after we get off this Cross Chop, I'm assuming is what we're going to do here. So get this off, swap. Now, why do I keep swapping into Snorlax? First of all, I'm swapping to get the Machamp out of here because I don't want to get hit by an Outrage, which is basically going to one-shot us. Snorlax can absorb it, and it's it's like a Swiss Army knife up against the meta. You can do very well against a lot of things. Okay, so it's pretty safe to swap into it. Gonna go ahead and throw the superpower, not building up to 2, but we need to get this off before they take us out. Getting to the body slam, and I'm hoping, come on, this is another superpower. You better shield it up or you're going down. And they let it go through, calling it. Well played, well done. They have 2 shields and they're just, you know, they called it. That was good. All right. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and bring in our Metagross here to just absorb these superpowers. It's going to be able to take these hits a lot better than the Machamp. And there it is. Bringing in the Garchomp. We're going to go ahead and get this off. And I do believe swap into our Machamp right after this. Yeah. So we're looking pretty good. Now, what do we want to do? Shield this up. And I think we are going to go ahead and do that. Because they do have Mud Shot, right? I need to start paying attention to that. If they have Mud Shot, more than likely Earth Power and Outrage. But I've seen a lot of Sand Tomb and Outrage, which throws people off because they're expecting Community Day move. And if you have Mud Shot, they're expecting Earth Power and Outrage, right? So anyways, they have a Metagross out here. We're just put it in this work. This is where Payback would be coming in extremely handy to not essentially one-shot it, but do a lot of damage. But we're still putting in that work with that counter, shielding it up that, and I was expecting them to do this. Take me down with energy, and I'm thinking, it's over. But we're going to make a nice little comeback here, and they have a shield. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care, trainers.